The brand new free DLC, with more than 4 different realms to explore, adding many new creatures, biomes and... what the... I can get Viking armor? Surely I'll be able to survive for 100 days on the Scandinavian region, right? Day 1, and we are finally here. Fjordur. The map wildcard has been hyping up for quite some time now. Anyways, after being sexually assaulted, I started the day off by doing most of the usual. I got a pick, hatchet and a spear, and I took revenge out on my attacker. After that I went ahead and lured some more engrams, and I killed another dillo for some meat, which I could use on this campfire to get some good food. Yeah. I also quickly realized that it would be harder to stay alive than expected, so I got 5 standing torches to stay alive. And you know, I got myself a pet knocked out. And tamed, of course. I also enjoyed the beauty of the Aurora Borealis, the Nordic Lights. The second day I went out to explore the coastline a bit, when I came along a low-level parasaur. Oh no! Oh no! Yeah, after that I killed the parasaur for a lot of hide, which I used in combination with stone for mortar and pestle, as I really wanted to get some narcotics. Nice, alright. Time to knock some sense into a parasaur. Yeah, after some missed quick draws I knocked her out. Also, why do I need 200 runes? Oh, finally. Yeah, I apparently needed to get 200 runes for... I don't know, for some odd reason. Anyways, I also got the parasaur saddle, a bow and some arrows for good measure. With my brand new sleigh, I mean friend, I got a whole lot of berries. And I got narcotics crafted up. I also upgraded all of my drip with hide and I got some spark powder for good measures. I ended the day off by seeing that I had a skin from a parasaur. Oh! Oh, you look so stupid! Oh, you look stupid! Oh, that's scuffed. Yeah, you know. With these new tracks I would soon be taming everything here. Day 3 started off good by learning a crossbow and chopping lots of wood to craft a little ship. But you know, I renamed into the flagship of the navy and the terror of the seas. Okay, the raft looks a little bit empty, or better said, their Bismarck. So let's give it a few decorations, shall we? And that's what happened. Lots of decorations onto the mighty Bismarck. Goodbye, Dilophosaurus. May you have the time of your life. And after saying those goodbyes, I headed off along the shore, as I had a fear for the open sea. Due to, well, these big boys. But I very quickly made landfall again when I stumbled upon a shipwreck. Yes, my boys. We've got a shipwreck. What are all of these crates? Scrap metal! Oh yeah, this boat was clearly less lucky than the Bismarck. But I'm not complaining, not in the slightest. From this wreck alone I was able to get myself metal tools, a pike and a lot of scraps up in smelting. And after breaking every single box and getting an unfortunate voice crack, primitive metal pick, I continued my journey on the seas, when I got to see something pretty strange. What the hell are you? Fjordur rune! It's a rune! First rune of the 200 done and collected. You best stick all the way to the end of the video to see the rest. Day 4. The day 4 was odd. I saw some penguins and some Argentavis. But that's not even all. Just take a look inside of this! Oh yeah! Best first drop ever! That's a big dub for ILegend. I also tried to explore a bit, but I quickly ran into a dire situation. Oh. So I just set sail to safer and better lands when I met a very stuck Megalodon, which I thought I could kill it. But the ARK gods sure had different plans. Oh, I am so screwed. I'm dead. No, my parasaur! No! 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 That's very unfortunate. I ended the day off by getting some of my crafting stations back and mourning the death of my parasaur. But alright, you know, I then found more boxes and a group of Patiras. And well, level 150! That right there, that's fantastic. And well, he was out warm. Killed a turtle, and I got some silk. which I used to craft some new desert cloth in Nordic region where you can freeze to death. Yeah, I shouldn't think about that for too long. Okay, you know, they just kept getting better, as I got myself the master crafted crossbow. The metal was gone, but that was worth it. But back to other business. The PT was all tamed and ready to fly. So I found another carbo and shot, stabbed, and harvested the shell for keratin. Thought that I could get that right there. And I got a whole lot of gunpowder. Day 6! And day 6 was good. Yeah, pretty nice drop. Anyways, after that I smacked some stones and crafted a saddle station from the Ecos Primordials mod. Because with this, I could get some very cool saddles. Which is when I saw an Argentavis saddle. Yeah, saddle for an Argentavis for the big bird that I really wanted now. So I took to the skies on my Pterodon toward the snow-topped mountain because I needed a bit of crystal. Once I found and harvested some, I killed a deer and I got myself the spyglass. Because I could now see the levels of dinosaurs from afar. Oh my god, the ARK gods have blessed us today. So I headed back to base to harvest materials and craft my trap. But instead of going for the traditional design, I went with one I designed myself. Yeah, I also saw another rune atop this cliff. Okay, so after placing the construct down, I made him get mad at me. And then I lured him in. All nice and smooth. It's stuck! The trap design worked. After it was knocked out, I proceeded to kill 2 mammoths for Prime, as I needed it to feed my Argent. And you know, I got myself some bones from an Anki. Once my follow me little friend big bird. Yeah, that. Back home and I got a pleasant surprise there. I crafted tons of simple bullets, which I also converted into some ammo for my shotgun. That day I was ended off by some bug snacks and by trying to do the giant beaver dam. Oh ho ho ho! I tried to empty it, but that Sarko! Holy! Ooh. I was a bit too close. The next day was when I crafted and equipped my Argentavis with a volcanic saddle. It's painted it red! Oh my god! My Argentavis is red! There's a buff! Heat buff! Yeah! And after seeing that I renamed him into Dodo Scroll. Cause like, it has a Dodo dragon head, but it's a scroll bird. Anyways, with Scroll by my side, I did the only logical thing. A metal harvesting run. Because with all of this, I could finally upgrade my weak average fan to a Sigma male enjoyer. A Giga Chat male that is apparently a tad shocked by lightning blasts. Ah! Yeah. Hey, you know, if I'm already riding on the back of a volcanic Argentavis, then it would only make sense to visit its home soon enough. But I didn't just want to travel there without reason, as I wanted to harvest oil, polymer and crystal for some cryopods. But after barely heading away from the raft, I made landfall again. Oil. Anyways, while we're flying over the top of the sea, well, let me ask you about a favor. Click that subscribe button for me, okay? That would really make me a happy man. And while you're at it, yes you, how about you go check out all my other links down below. Thank you! Let us proceed now. This volcanic biome sure was looking pretty dry, alright? But look there, my target. Very nice. Oh, yeah, you know. While we look for more, I'd quickly like to mention that I found not 1, not 2, but 5, yes, 5 total runes on this volcanic island. But you know, not everything always goes to plan perfectly. Oh no! Yeah, try to fight me, yeah. I'll kill you. I will. Whoa, okay. 75 per... Oh no! No. This thing needs to aggro onto something else. It did aggro onto something else, okay, good. At the end of the day, I finally left a bit safer. And wow! This new DLC was really loving me dearly. I definitely wanted that queen later on, but not now. I then headed home, learned a lot of engrams and it became day 10. This day was... don't spoil it. I started it off by getting onto Scroll and flying to the nearest crystal deposit, which was followed by some chaotic flying to find a loot drop. But I found this instead. That's cool, you know. Creature variants from Genesis Part 2. Oh yeah, I also killed an Alpha Raptor. 13 levels! That's indeed a lot of levels. Enough to unlock the chem bench and the new saddles for the Fjordur exclusives. But things, they just kept getting better. As I found an Alpha Rex, which I easily cheesed by staying afloat above it while he was trying his utmost best at eating a lystro. But at last, yes sir! That's what I'm talking about! Alrighty. After that I finally found a drop, but oh! Things did not go great. Neutral. Unless... Fjordur! You know what? After I had crafted 4 cryopods, well, I wanted that cute little bird. So over the course of the night I did nothing more than to learn the exact taming method. What the... Why is it not taming? Why is it not taming? Okay, so here's the deal. Wild dinos killed by Scroll couldn't bring me any taming percentage. No, I had to kill the dinos myself. Alright. Hits from this. Oh, little Fjordur. Look, there's a body! Yes, sir! Okay. It wants bigger steak. It wants... After she tamed up, I admired her beauty. And called her after a pretty dope character from a pretty scuffed show. Yeah. On the way back home, I found yet another Alpha Raptor. That's a lot of birds. So I got an idea. If an Alpha was this great at giving me levels, then it would surely do well to tame a hawk. So I did what no one should do. I jumped off my Argentavis, and I wanted to kill it. Go on! Y'all have your food now. Can they not harvest alphas? Can you believe that? These hawks cannot eat and harvest the body of an alpha. All that effort for nothing. Back at the base I ended the day off by doing some work around the base. Then I crowded up Terry, as I wanted to move to a different location. A location which was more central. Much more central. The Golden Vein Mountain. But I had to make a sacrifice. I had to leave the mighty Bismarck behind on these icebergs, as I didn't want to lose it all to a giant whale. So I got a fabricator, some forges, a smithy, and a lot of other things. And I loaded everything up into Dodo Scroll. And then I took off, leaving our dearest raft behind. Day 13. Yeah, base building time. Lots and lots of building and harvesting. But, you know, to get an actually good looking base, I would need a few days. But hey, that's good, you know. On the late day 15 I was done. Decorations, crafting, and everything. I even got a box dedicated to my gear. And I then crafted some more ammo for my shotgun. I ended the day off by taming an orange raptor, this low level parasaur, and I knocked out this little cat. Which, once tamed, I renamed into Chubby. The 2 carnivores were just here for decorative purposes. But the parasaur, well, I used him to harvest lots and lots of narcoberries. That was good, as I could now get that sweet taming juice I so desired. I also noticed a cave nearby, but I quickly left. Most of the day was essentially only used for getting narcotics, though, but I wanted to explore my surroundings a bit, which is exactly what I did. Secretly, I was also using the time to search around for metal nodes, but I did not get what I wanted. So I had to harvest river rocks instead. I ended it off by looting this purple supply crate and by putting my harvested resources to use. But now day 17. On day 17 I headed toward the Redwood forest. Why? Well, Fjordur is a big map. And I wanted myself the best traveling mount. A cute little Maywing. There's the first one. Just a shame that it's only level 20. So I continued my search when I got very lucky. Yeah. So I now try to place my billboards in front of him, which, and oh, little Carnotaurus surprise there. After that was dealt with, but I didn't want to risk it, so I had to. So I got a lot of pillars and ceilings added as well. Once he turned up, I called him Floppa, and I added home under the cover of darkness, which is where I collected another runestone. No, a rune. I also looted my forges and I got more gunpowder, as well as a lot of crossbows. That's good. Yeah, you guys remember that 150 Giganotosaurus? Oh, why don't we tame it? Not now though, I still needed a lot of stuff. So I set up my cutest little flopper and collected the spoils of the Bismarck. Saw a very cool looking waterfall cave and finally got some metal. Which is when I discovered metal. Literally right here! How did I miss this? So I obviously harvested it all with my Argent to help. The day ended off by taking some spoiled meat out of my trough and into the biome I mentioned this. The following morning started off with beaver dam loot. And after that I also stole a Deinonychus egg. Because those apparently spawn here. And you know, once home I got a generator and an outlet. But once I wanted the Arkans, yeah. So I returned to the tundra to go on a penguin polymer harvesting run. And once that was done, I headed home to find a cave down below, which I went ahead to explore. Whoa, Jackson the Moon. These are all the people that helped Nekatus. Grumpy. Okay, so there's a Grumpy with that. And there's a Syntech one. Why is there nothing for ILegend? I best be shown onto here. Yeah! The hell do I not get anything? I best deserve a spot on here, don't you guys think? Anyways, to get some crystal I traveled to the abandoned castle. Cleared out the cave and took all the crystal I could get. Oh, and you know, I also got this egg. Wonderful! I got the first 2 dino gates and bear traps, as well as more narcotics and some aircons as the day turned into the next. And now all I could do was wait for my metal to smelt. So I got some meat into my campfire and I became a proud father of 3. I also crafted the mother load of arrows, the most I have ever seen. And I converted all of them into tranks, until I had about 500 to 600 of them. Very nice. And oh yeah, I renamed some of my dinos and I imprinted on all of them. Day 21, and I was still waiting for my metal to completely smelt up, and I was still crafting the bucket load. So I settled our beloved Dodo Scroll to find alphas and kill them. And you know, I did this for a long time. In fact, I spent day 22 and the start of day 23 only to kill alphas. But eventually I headed home to find that I could get the final dinosaur gate. Splendid! So it was time to travel over to the volcano, and I... oh no. Nearly ended up as cooked human meat. Okay, lava on this map is dangerous. That did half my HP. Oh, I don't have any cooked meat. Yeah, no food was no fun. So I had to head back home. Got some, and here we bloody go. Now the time it took to go down, I literally felt my head going bald. I literally tore my hairline out of my skin because it took so long. But then, finally, after all of day 24 and at the start of day 25. Oh, ain't she majestic? Our dear friend Cataclysm. But just when I wanted to head back home, ooh, that's an ARK. That's a beautiful looking one. It's like purple. Is that purple? Yeah, it's like purple. Hell yeah! A majestic 135 Giganotosaurus. What a way to celebrate! So after arriving home, I obviously started working toward it. But yeah, my first order of business was to uncryo Cataclysm and to craft an upgraded shotgun. I also harvested more metal and I converted gunpowder into ammunition. As well as that, I also went on a meat run. The purple floof. You know, just another big day of farming resources for narcotics and ammo. At the evening I realized that Perry was simply not going to cut it, so I crafted the stego saddle instead and easily knocked out the low level by standing on this ledge. And my reasoning for this really doesn't need any explanations. This is why stegos are one of my favorite herbivores. With these berries I got that sweet bucket load of narcotics. Alright, Day 26 started off once more with murder. But after those violent acts, I destroyed more bushes. And oh boy, you guys are going to like this. I used Cataclysm's destructive power for the first time. Having a Giganotosaurus this early was, wow, fantastic. Hey, at least it performs better than this punching bag of an excuse. You died to a Therizinosaur! A f***ing Therizinosaur! Anyways, after that little rant, it was back to the great stone arrow crafting and tipping the arrows into the narcotics. But I also got some mortar jars, as I wanted to infuse my armor with drip from head to toe. The following day started with an amazing red drop, and by applying the dye to all of my gear. And to flop Marcelo, cause he's the cutest little Maywing ever, aren't you? I then took a good minute to admire myself, but I then finally got the final dino gate. So it was time. Time to get Cataclysm a girlfriend. No. Isn't Cataclysm female? Who cares about that? I then went to the ARK Giganotosaurus, but she was very stuck. Now this was bad, so you guessed it, desperately tried to get her out. Now you might be wondering, why though? Well, dinosaurs that are naturally stuck are extremely unpredictable. They could poof into the void or get unstuck and easily kill me. Which on hardcore I was not going to risk. So I also logged out on top of this rock. Oh, but unknown to me, this rock had no ground underneath it. Therefore the game counted it as unsolid mesh. Yes, you guessed it, I lost everything. The very good crossbow, every trank arrow, my armor, Raven, yes. All gone. So I had a rough decision to make. Either I could cheat spawn everything in, or I would do this. It's time to retame Cataclysm. Indeed. Time was time for no time. Time for breaking time. Time for a rewind. Oh dear, we are back here on the lava island. The first place of the recap. But I'll just keep it short for you guys. I retamed the beloved Cataclysm, recrafted a load of gunpowder, I retamed the Doritosaurus, black capped myself with spoiling meat, I redid the metal run and I got water bottles, the shotgun, the narcotics, ammo, the dino gate, the bucket load of arrows, and I took a trip into the portal room, showcasing Vanaheim, a lush and untouched paradise, Asgard, a world filled with flat areas and peaceful scenery, and Jotunheim, a freezing area more dangerous than murder snow. I then reopened the red drop, crafted a better looking saddle, and I made the arrows. And at long last, I remade Cataclysm's saddle. With that all done, we are back to the cause of it all. This catastrophic Giganotosaurus. Yeah, learning that in sure took some amount of time. But at long last, I was able to knock her out. I then killed some local magmas, and fed their meat to my new Giganotosaurus. Which later down the line, inevitably became my own pet. I wanted the level 145 Allosaurus, so I crafted some gates, had a lot of trouble luring him in, but you know, legends never fail in the pursuit of greatness. Hey, smile for the camera. Anyways, back to more interesting matches than Twitter posts. After I tamed up the Allo, I wanted to complete my first cave, which, to be fair, yeah, it was really easy. So I managed to get both artifacts and 2 runes. That's good. But now I really want the real challenge. And what a better challenge than the Fire Wyvern's Trench. Woo! Jump! Okay, we found the exit. Oh! Bro, we only got level 55. Yeah, seeing as that was only level 55, I wanted to, you guessed it, return on down to hopefully get something even greater. Oh, a level 90. That's good! A level 90 Wyvern egg, that's... Whoa, past legends, you idiot. I hope you know what you're up to. My ass, that's a lot of them. They are all here now. Woo! Okay, now's the time. Now's the time. Now's the time. 150! Oh yeah, a maximum wild level egg. Yes! But just take a look at this. Huge profit, that is huge. Now all that was left was to finally leave this hellscape. I found myself in a bit of a situation. The wyverns need, well, wyvern milk, which I did not want to get. So instead I wanted to get a good pal, the snow owl, as the freeze from these majestic beasts could force heal the babies. But taming one sure proved to be far harder than I expected. I absolutely hate taming snow owls so damn much. But finally, she was out. And after I cried her up, I headed home to see that she could have a saddle variant. So I started the day off by going on a mediocre hydra and crafting it. And I just took it all in. For the fact we are only 32 days in, I have probably done more here than on any other map. But there was still so much more to be completed. So what better way to get things done than by incubating some eggs? This green drop also gave me another storage box. Sweet! I ended the day off by getting more polymer for another ARK con when I got this wonderful drop. Day 33 and I started it off with a great metal run. But then I got the most adorable surprise yet. Oh! I'm such a cutie! There you go! After that, I got to igniting the forges, getting a third ARK con, and... you know... Oi, who invited you to the house? Well, after that American-style visit, I stopped and I got some more children. Oh my god, they're such cuties! Oh my god, they're cute! Oh, truly adorable. But anyways, I didn't actually need my snow elf for raising my magma source. Instead, I headed back to the volcano to collect a bit of sulfur. Back home, I saw that Smog finally reached adulthood. So I took her out on a test flight. She was even already capable of murdering alphas. Day 34, and I apparently had enough runestones for each and every guardian. That will be useful soon enough. But for now I just wanted to relax a bit by exploring the map on Floppa. Oh my god, the motherload of metal. Look at this place. Griffins. Griffins. There are griffins here. Oh dear, Nellos. Little cave we've got here. Oh! Bro, why do you want to poop now? Yeah, cool cave. But I wanted to know what that thing was. And apparently that honey cave was the hiding spot for the first realm guardian, Bela, Queen of the Bees. Her long-lasting rule would finally meet an end. With this, my children become adults, gave Catastrophe her very own saddle, and I cryopoded my army. So that on day 35, I could end the Bees' 1000-year rule. My plan was pretty simple. I had no idea how to fight this boss. Okay, no plan. So I would just let my Gigas do the hard work while I rained a shotgun barrage down to her. Yeah, let's just see how that went. Oh my god, it's shooting poison wyvern. Boys! Boys! There you go. Don't let Catastrophe do everything, Cataclysm. After that fight, it was the beginning of day 36. And strangely enough, my ARK server was suffering severe stuttering throughout the next few days. Well, anyways, back home I saw something very bad had spawned. Though luckily I had this beautiful hot lady by my side. Get it? Not because it's a fire wyvern. Oh, good lord. Which was able to easily take care of everything. We wanted to kill it, but the alpha had other appointments. It despawned itself. Wow. Back to my focus. I got some more metal and was a very happy man. Mr. Magma, now more fire than ever. I headed out to the metal deposit near the bridge to test his unrivaled strength at... Yeah, look at that. This was the vibe. Metal for days vibe. Very nice that I also took Scrollbird with me. So with a loaded bird and loaded Magmasaur, I traveled home. After putting the forges to use, I aligned all my Draconians in a line, which is when I wanted more. I wanted every dragon possible here, which now became another objective on my journey. And what better way to start that objective by traveling to Vanaheim, known for its untouched nature and a variety of different creatures. It was the first place I could go to find another Wyvern, the poisoned one. But best believe I didn't just want to travel here for one egg. Instead, I made sure to fully experience this realm's beauty. But this is basically like Fjordur and Aberration, as if Fjordur and Aberration had a child. That's what this is. And I returned back to Fjordur's Vardy land on day 38, which was when I first to get a tiny bit of extra ammo and spark powder. But I also wanted a mate for my lonely looking Allosaurus. But yet, I also really needed a brand new DLC creature, the Desmodus Draculae. So I also started ruining my bloodstreams with a needle. Day 39, and I traversed over to the volcano to finally find a female Allosaurus, which I tried to tame without a trap. Undoubtedly, this was a lot harder than without. And oh, I sure had to do some. Get out. Get out of the water. Get out. Yes! Oh my god, yes. Once I fed her, I traveled off into the ocean, as there was a very cool cave down here. The space, or as others call it, gravity cave, lunar cave, whatever. Cool looking cave. And I just spent my time there waiting for the 95 to tame up. And while we just look at me, well, I'll explain my real reason to tame the Allosaur. I needed an army. An army for the next world boss, a ferocious pair of Fenrirs that harnessed the power of the sun and the moon. And me being the big-brained idiot that I am, thought the pack lead would easily destroy them. So back home I made them both have enjoyable times. After getting the powder to be converted into ammo, I saw Baby Pair. Yeah, they didn't make it. What a shame. Though quickly after that I just decided that the next newborns would all become part of my mighty army. I ended the day off by doing a meat run, getting more ammo and imprinting more Allosaurids. You know, just regular everyday stuff. Day 41 and we are still doing the exact same things I listed literally 5 seconds ago. So let's spin things up by crafting scope, potting up an army Allo and going to the Bat Cave. Because, please don't say it, there's enough. It's Morbin time! Oh my god, heavens gracious. Oh, we've got the lowest level, nice. Yeah, noticing the odd crackle in my voice? I don't know. My mic just had some kind of stroke, I guess, which it lasted a few days. Until the Fenrir boss, that's fun. Well, that was a bloody mess. But I still returned, because this one low level wasn't going to cut it. Though obviously I tested it out. And it's time for more bets. Yeah, that right there probably counts as the easiest taming process for them. Just bowl it. It won't move and it's your tame. Easy enough. With these 3 new bats I flew peacefully through the sky back home. And I gave them all classic vampire-ish names. With my primary one being Vladimir. And oh, let me spoil you. Vladimir was a great bat. Anyways, enough about bets. Because I had a problem to solve. Yeah, I then took Smog out for a big meat run. And once I was back home, I deemed the time to be right. And I took my whole army over to the portal room. Because on day 43, day 43 was time for Asgard. No, nothing stood even a sliver of chance against them. So I was confident about the boss fight, but I just wanted to see the astonishing beauty of this so-called paradise. Oh, there's a cave. Ow, 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 ow. That's not good. That's a radiation cave. Yeah, my mind was thinking about the impossible thing in the lower depths. I had no idea that my final Draconian was down there. But hey, look at that. Oh wow, there are houses here. That's fun. Let's explore. But after taking off, I found the absolute best thing here. No way! Fluffy! Fluffy! Oh my god, Fluffy! Fluffy! Fluffy spawn! Fluffies are on this map. After leaving the Fluffy, I found yet another town. And I just took a little nap. After that well-deserved rest, it was time to commence my attack on the very fluffy Fenrir duo. Yeah, how's the... Oh man, I'm probably not going to pronounce them right. the duo Heidi and Skjöld. My strategy was to mainly focus the yellow one, but here we go. Oh, they're doing mad damage. Oh, they are insane. Oh, first. Okay, there goes the trigger. What? What? Army yellows? Oh yeah, now that is devastating. Honestly, I had no idea how to fight this boss, but I am so lucky that I didn't pop out my dearest Cataclysm. It would have been a nice cooked steak for this yellow monster wolf. No, we are far from done. No. Go. Nah, shit. What? Nah, bro, nah. Raven. Oh my god, that was close. Guess we'll just have to shotgun it. But... Oh. Oh. I don't know what that does, but it did a lot of damage to my allies. Ooh. I was too close to for comfort. Oh my god, you really need a lot of shotgun ammo for this. Ow, 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 ow. So that's what it does. Ow. Oh! No! Oh, it seems to be stuck. Hi, that right there, that's big. It appeared as if the flaming sun Fenrir got stuck in between the rock and the terminal, which I obviously exploited. Alright, with no ammo left, I chose to do something risky. I uncry out Cataclysm to do the rest of the hard work on the ground. Oh, oh, we can kill this. Height. Oh, all of the minions die when you kill the blue guy. Alright, yellow guy, you ready for it? And there you have it! I was finally victorious. But the cost of this. These lost warriors would only remind me that even though things were going smooth, I was still at a weaker display than I could imagine. Okay, I was still pretty stoked though, and even more about this Andrew Sarkis saddle. Day 45 and I became a penguin killer, so that I could repair my shotgun. And I just took the time to acknowledge my losses. This was devastating, and now I was just in shock and fear for Steinbjörn, the following boss on the checklist. But you know, back to the struggles. I then followed a neat little guide to find some honey bricks, rushed back to the port of room and teleported to Asgard once more, as I wanted that sweet Andre from before. To tame one, simply throw them some honey and climb onto its back, and then enjoy the wild rodeo. Also, if that red bar down there is full, she or he will kick you off and start hunting you. So just this moment in time for that not to happen. Sure, you won't get a maximum taming efficiency, but who cares at this point anymore? Day 46 and I wanted to go caving with Vladimir. So I crafted a neat little note and wrote down all the required ones for each individual boss. And I put the tamed Andrews to breeding. I also got a good amount of grapples for the upcoming Hunter Artifact Cave. But, well, first I got a surprise. He's so fat! By another chubby little feller, which I call Chubster. And after imprinting her, I cried up Vladimir. And I traveled toward the snow for the first cave on the list, which at first really confused me. But all you have to do is break the rocks and you're in. And now look at that! Just look at this! Bats can fly in caves. This is revolutionary. I was for sure going to have a whole lot of fun with my man. The following morning I headed up the gutter, and I uncrowed Floppa to head back home again. I'm just kidding. It's time for the dual cave. Dual lava cave, yeah. This is too overpowered. I'm just skipping this whole parkour part. Wow. This is not okay. Whoever thought this was okay, this is not okay. Once I finished gathering what I could, I made even more ammo. And it turns into day 48. Which was when I decided to venture into the mysterious caverns next to my base. This right here, this is the loot drop cave. And let me tell you, it does not disappoint. Well, at least most of the times. The amount of double barrel shotguns I got from here is insane. But hey, that first chestplate is great and I was so happy I got that. As this would act as an amazing piece of clothes for Jotunheim, a frozen wasteland of certain death. But to explore that I would need more than just a single piece. So I took to the sky with my fire wyvern to murder everything that could drip fur in sight. And oh, piece of candy. Surely wants that later down the lines. And back home, I made a tiny miscalculation and I was able to craft all the fur pieces except for fur gloves. One piece wouldn't possibly be worrisome though, right? Right? Anyways, anyhows, after collecting some beaver taxes, I felt another adventurous surge. So I explored a bit more when I stumbled into the aberration cave. Correction, into the monkey cave. And oh, there were a load of ravagers here. But once dealt with, I looted the so many of them. But look at what we got. That's so good. Holy shit, yes, sir. And after collecting some red gems and discovering the Megapithecus boss console, I headed outside to discover the sunshine of day 49. Now you might have wondered why I needed gems. Well, I needed gas collectors for gas balls to get a hazmat suit for the zone from before. Now all I needed were some veins, which strangely didn't appear to be in the Megapithecus cave. So I set it upon Floppa and looked in the space cave. Also without luck. And hey, got a bit distracted here with that Rex. But after unloading all of my tranks, it decided to do the most... Oh no. No! No, you jerk! Yeah. So back home I restocked on narcotics. When I took a view at my wyverns and... Oh yeah, that's true, we still want the lightning wyvern. So I crowd my Catastrophe and Vladimir. Once at the portal room, I traveled to Asgard, as that is where you can find the entrance to the nest. And it was for sure good that I took Catastrophe with me. So, wyvern sure ain't an easy thing to underestimate. But after all, I am still stronger. And once I was sure that I asserted my dominance, I got a nice electric egg. After teleporting back to base, I put it out to hatch and I crafted new tranks. Anyways, day 51. Wow, time sure is flying by. Now remember that absurd trick? Using this method, I could tame a Rex. It was too easy now. And apparently the bat has one more thing to help with taming, even though I had no idea what it did. Not that it mattered, as these rude bastards ruined my taming. And my only hope to use it as a breeder. Though I still chose to get it home, and hey, my new wyvern named Tesla became an adult. I also got a small amount of baby aloes. Day 52 started with disappointment. But anyways, the start of the day sure couldn't get any worse, right? Okay, I give up. So let's see what the blueprint cave had in store for me. Yeah, I just give up on looting. So I instead repaired my crossy and watched a neat little video, and I acquired the knowledge of a location for a gas vein, which was in this cave system, the Dragon Terminal and the Aberration Zone. I truly was loving this place. But enough of that. I then found and placed my two collectors down. I then explored a bit more, but I quickly became desperate for the sunlight. So I headed to my outpost again, and I searched for a second King of Tyranny, which after spotting soon became my new breeder. I also discovered the real purpose of the sanguine elixir there. Then we consume it and put meat into you. Did we just instantly tame it by 30% by eating? Though unfortunately you could only use one per dinosaur. The following day she tamed up. Yeah, she. Unfortunately and accidentally tamed another female. So I looked all over, far and wide, for a male breeder. Though without luck. So on day 55 I just crafted a refrigerator and a scuba tank, as it was time for the massive artifact cave. Oh wow, that was like... Alright. Oh Lord and Savior! I have to outduke these, I have to outduke these, I have to outduke these. I have to get a Giga, because those bats can pick me off and then everything is ended. Everything is ended once one of those... Go, 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 stop, please. Go, go. Okay, bit of a change of plan. Head back home, try out Cataclysm, and return back on day 56. And the first bit of this cave was just pretty standard. Walk through anything and everything and collect worthless loot. But now this next part, ooh, the abandoned maze of Niedersheimer. And yeah, I'll just let my screams, and my panicking voice do all the hard work for me. No, nah, bro, nah. Oh, what the hell did I get myself into now? Okay, well that's obviously not the way. Wait, there are buttons on those things? Oh, I understand now. I understand. There was a 1 at green. I'm writing this down. This is the pattern in which I have to press it down. Okay, green is 1. Purple is 3. Now I just have to figure out the rest of them. Hell yeah, you dumb genius. Connecting the strings together real fast. Because... Go right here. That looks like a dead man. Wow. Ha ha ha, nice. Okay, two ways to go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I don't know how this riddle goes. 3. This is yellow. Nope, I'm not risking it. Nope. Oh man, no. Where's the number? Purple. Purple's 2. Okay, this 1. Yes! Oh, now honestly, that's just huge. Desmodus Draculae for the win. Honestly, with Vladimir, this just became a walk in the absolute park. There you go. We found it. The artifact done. After all that, I could finally start my journey back out. Yes! No way! No! Yes! Oh my god, we're actually out! Yeah, you can clearly see and hear my uncontrolled excitement. Though for sure it took super long. Wow. After that I was finally out of the depths and the abyss. And I quickly made sure to head home to ensure the safety of my dinos. And it was time to add another being to my collection. A cute little bastard. The otter. So following yet another guide, I first went to a tiny lake in the Redwoods. I got a low level one. And then the guide made me move all the way to these yellowish mountains. And then all the way back to Redwood again. A level 145 otter. So I ain't complaining. Now I get an otter? Well, a good man made sure to let me know that an otter with high melee would help me well with my survival in Jotunheim. Jotunheim? I don't know, cold place. Back home, I killed some fish and I was able to feed my fluffy fellow. Day 58. Hey, you remember the intro where I noticed that I wanted to get some Viking armor? Well, that armor right there is a Core armor, which I could not technically get on this map. But by installing another mod, I could get a variety of other Viking themed cosmetics. And hey, not just armor though, apparently also displays on my back and walls, and even my weapons. And oh, there it is! Some Viking armor I so desired. Basically the whole day I was spent getting a proper outfit. But I also made some traps for some Megatheriums. And for 145 Uterans I saw a couple of days earlier. And I ended the day off by once more admiring Fjordur's beauty. The following day I relocated my Uteranus. Thought it was time to lure any dangers off the side of the mountainside. And then to get rid of its only friends. which this fella only possibly got by having a loud mouth and by seeking everybody's attention, even though you don't want it. Just like those dipshits trying to be cool, watching those TikToks on maximum volume in a public bus. Yeah, those kind of attention seekers. Anyways, once I placed down my trap, I desperately tried getting him into it. But these people on the bus just would not put on their headphones or get off. And we have to endure the sounds of some overused song for the entire 30-minute drive home. Though luckily, once off the bus we can enjoy some peace and quiet. But little do we know that our parents need some stuff from the grocery store. So we regroup and get prepared for the following drive. That following day, our loudmouth attention seeker... Well, take a look at this. Just now I had to search for a new Tyranno. Hey, look at that! A lone 140. Sweet! Which I then obviously lured into the new and improved trap. Yeah, after that the taming process was just extremely smooth. I then got another taming elixir, and I killed the Alpha Carno with Cataclysm for some prime meat. Hey! While we are close as we are, I also decided to return to the abandoned dwarven castle to travel over to the Aberrant Crack to collect my concealed gas balls. Day 62, and I returned out of the caverns over to my new tame to cryopod it up, and then spent a good chunk of the day looking for a good level Megatherium, but without any luck. So I let my frustration out. Not on my future kids or wife, but on some innocent penguins. Look at the cutest little die, burn, return to ashes. I ended the day off by crafting the hazmat suit and placing down a billboard at base to write something shameless down. It's proven. Also, and since I hate taming these dinos, well, I gave it a name of something else that we have a pretty nice and rough relationship to. Day 63 started off in Asgard, as there was another dragon for me to collect here. The Rock Drake. Yeah, drakes are seen as a cousin of the Wyverns in the Helena those years. Therefore, it is another Draconian. I then looked around for a proper level egg, and level 100 was the highest. Now I just needed to wait some time for Cataclysm. Okay, no. Don't you just love it? When you spend thousands of hours in a game, your knowledge just... a lot. But yet at times, you make such a rookie move. A move that makes you live through the 5 stages of grief. Denial. As if I made such a mistake. I didn't seriously make that mistake. Anger. Oh my god, I'm mad with myself. Oh god. Bargaining. The reload button is to throw a dino off your shoulder. Of course that's the depression. So stupid, bro. And at last, my acceptance was Cataclysm. For losing 2 of my favorite creatures I had tamed. And all that for just 1 egg! I just... dear. I then found some cement and paste and I took a moment outside of Asgard. This is not how it should have gone. You guys should have fought in a boss fight and died like heroes. Instead, a fool killed you. Hey, don't judge the reaction, okay? I truly love these digital beings. I wish I could have said that was it for the day, but... no, I let my egg hatch. I collected a huge amount of pearls in an unnamed cave, as I crafted a saddle for the Utino. Once the drake hatched, I got him out in the fresh air, and I named him Obsidian. I then ended the day off by letting it turn into the next by tranking out a beautiful male Rex, which nearly perfectly blended into the ground. Yeah, that's good. After bringing him back home, I also got Obsidian in line. I ended the day off by naming my breeders into their best stats, and they were allowed to do... yeah, you know exactly what. Yeah, okay, day 65, and I collected some more berries to start my collection on more drugs. I also decided that day to start a pretty long line of wooden foundations with a ton of forges, as I needed tons of coal for gunpowder. Gunpowder to be later used for ARB, as I need this ammo for Chubster. Yeah, I'm bringing a fat pig over to a giant spider. I also leveled him up by slaughter. And after that I got some good wood from Dorito to power up the set of never extinguishing forges. And hey, know what works well with forges? That's right, metal! And lucky for me, cause I had a metal spawn right down at base. But first, experience the spark powder. Oh yeah, never running out of that ever. And oh, I got another idea. I want an elevator. Oh yeah. So on day 66, I started the big and ambitious project of an elevator, which took long. This scrawny elevator took me until the late ending of day 67 to finish. Yeah, it was a lot of time. I then later checked out whatever was needed for a chem bench. Oh, those things. Very well then. I returned to the Helm's Deep castle for the crystal and for a lot of pearls. Of course there was some trouble, but nothing to be scared of. Day 68, and I started incubating 5 Rex eggs to see that I would only need polymer for my chem bench, which I luckily stored in a fridge a few days ago. Oh yeah, you thought I would go kill more penguins? Well, psych! After demolishing the mortar and pestles, I placed it down and hey, the batch of Rex hatched up. But well, I had to let my anger from the previous days out. Anyways, I then checked out what cave was next on the list. Which it turned out the next cave was the swamp cave, requiring a gas mask to enter, which unfortunately I needed lots of stuff I didn't have for. Mainly black pearls and tree sap. But hey, when something bad happens, a good thing always follows. Which was in the form of a perfect stat female. And after getting her out, I would simply have to wait for her to grow up. So I started to think on getting the gas mask. Which was when I remembered that some tree on day 3 gave it. I don't know. And indeed, once there, after that I returned to the shores of my home and I dove into the deep blue for oil. It was dangerous, but I'm used to risking danger. But you want to see something real good? I then saw an oil string down there and was very pleased to see some other black stuff. Once back home, I got that sweet absorbent substrate, some shotgun ammo, hey, 3 sets of gas masks. Just so I'd had some as a backup for the worst scenario possible. Talking about bad ways to go out, that day I chose to look death in the eyes, by saying no. Oh wow, yeah! I can survive the coldest place that exists. Wow, a lot of people sure made surviving here look so much harder than it actually is. And so my test run turned into an icy exploration. When I also saw this. Anyways, something else splendid here was the final Draconian to be collected. The Ice Wyvern. So I followed some down to their nest, and it was time. I then lured that last Wyvern over to some scroll birds. Sorry birds. And I got the final dragon. Oh yeah, I'm done with this place. So on day 70 I ported home and put the egg out to incubate. I also crafted more tranking arrows and more gunpowder for ARB. When she got her first look at the world. After that, I broke more rocks and crafted more spark powder. But I also used Vladimir to once more look into the loot cave for some boomsticks. Nice. Oh, but now for the big reveal. Chopster's damage reveal. Pretty alright indeed. The day ended by Elsa becoming an adult and getting my gorgeous in line, as I had now collected all of them. Every single Draconian on this map, and every single Draconian in ARK. Day 71, and I was back in Jotunheim, with all of my billboards, because I wanted a Megatherium breeder pair. After she got knocked out, I found an innocent. Oh yeah, they dropped the single most efficient taming food. After feeding her, well, I met the original father to the Ice Wyvern. Just like the kid I took. They're the exact same level. I took your child. I took your child. Wanted to be a father, eh? Oh, my apologies, good sir. Anyways, after sincerely apologizing, I started to look for a high-level male Megatherium. But this dimension was just extremely feminist. Just look. That's just... Why wouldn't there be any male Megatheriums? That's just... I don't know. But hey, wow, as if the ARK gods heard me, they just did this. So I crafted some wooden billboards, and I put them all next to this cliffside. So that finally, After a whole day of searching, I could tame a male Megatherium. And after knocking this fellow out, I killed a sheep, fed him, and I waited. And now, wow! Look at
my!
it. After that I was done with this frigid zone. So I just teleported back to Fjordur. Back at base, I could return to more simple ways of life. I collected smelted metal, got some eggs to incubate, repaired my gear, and I went on a pet meat run, which lasted all the way into day 73. And I saw all of my wrecks hitch up. Sure, none of them had the perfect stats, but they didn't need to, as I would need a horde for Steinbjörn. But wow, I then got a splendid surprise. Oh my god, there. Anyways, after getting them both to their parents, I crafted some more bullets. Oh, and some younglings unfortunately didn't make it. After that I essentially had nothing to do but wait. So I had some fun in the loot cave. It is now that we are entering a stage of gameplay I very much dread, which is breeding for mutations, while to just grind wood and metal for forges. So to aid me, I wanted the egg incubator. So the following day I returned to the abandoned Helpsteed castle, where it would most likely be the last and final time. So I made it worth it by once more collecting every pearl on site and destroying each last crystal nodosite, to find a perfect stat Megatherium back home. After that pit stop I took Tesla. Yeah, not smoke this time, to see her electrifying display against the innocent penguins. But I also collected this. Oh my god. I then returned home and put the collected polymer, as well as, wow, a lot of penguin blood smeared onto it, into my fridge, so that I could pull for the craft of the incubator. This will greatly help with breeding, as you can see what level, stat and gender as well as color regions the egg could get. Anyways, on day 75 it was time for a toxic task. The hazardous swamp cave on the most spooky island on all of ARK. Why the hell are there Desmodus in here? Oh, that's bad. Oh sh**. Need to find an opportunity where I can shotgun them away. Oh shit, oh shit. Actually, let's tame this, let's tame this, let's tame this. Yeah, there you have it, folks. The Brute Artifact Cave. Best watch out for any Desmodus survivor. That surely was a whole lot more dangerous than I wanted it to be. But I survived and headed home, as my Rexes produced some more eggs. But before checking out their stats, I traveled away, into the snow, off to the corner of the map, to complete the final cave needed to fight Harambe. A very cold underwater cave, where I for sure expected to see some krakens and whatever. But it was completely safe, and I had not even a single issue retrieving it. The following day I looted those red drop, and I checked out on my eggs. 37 HP and 33 melee were the stats of their parents. Not the best, so I really wanted some mutations before day 100. And hey, that day I made yet another note for the tributes required for both the Broodmother and Megapithecus boss battles. And let me tell you, there was lots to be done. So let's get on with it. That day, all the way until day 81. I so wish I wasn't joking. But yeah, after being done with the Redwoods, I quickly headed back home to find a HP mutation. That's nice! I also tried out Catastrophe and settled Smog to, yeah, you know it, murder, which didn't only aid to help expand my collection, but also to increase the levels of my hot girl. After that, I left the swamp island and traveled home as, yeah, I got myself a green little baby boy. 39 HP. Once that was done, I crafted some more gunpowder, and I took more hazard masks with me, as I thought I could later kill a bucket load of megalanias and snakes in the swamp cave. I would later soon regret this decision. And hey, after getting the HP mutation his own woman, I got back to killing, which led me into the Broodmother cave. After that I also traversed into the monkey cave to loot the drops and kill some Spinos here for their tributes. Afterwards I traveled back to Swamp Island to execute the tribute collection plan I had. And wow, well, something bad happened. Now if you thought that was what I meant, well, no. Just a bit of cave lag. Unfortunately, that's normal. No, this happened. As if. That's such bullshit. And yeah, I probably... Well, you guys can enjoy my unfiltered fury. Fucking damn it! Starting download? What's wrong with you? But I'll just go easy on you guys, and I'll just show what else happened in game and on server. Mask, equip the gas mask. Could have seen it coming. Thank God I didn't die. As if the... You stupid... Another one! Why are there so many Desmodus now? Fucking trash bandwidth and assholes everywhere. I swear if there's another one of these fucking Desmodus Draculae, I'm going to literally shove my shotgun down their make it explode out of their holy shit. Oh yeah, I have not. Like I seriously have not snapped like that in such a long time. And it was scary. Wow. After I finally felt safe again on the back of my Desmodus, I headed home. And I tried my utmost best to somewhat chill. I did not like that. And I should have probably cut this out all because... Well, you're all clicking the video off now. But no. I ain't some weak, family friendly content creator. I'm authentic. I'm real. But ain't nobody care. Anyways. Deep breaths, legend. Deep breaths. Calm yourself down. Okay, so after I returned home, I obviously repaired most of my gear, and I also put the other breeders somewhere else too. You know what? As well as that, I also got a female Megatherium, and I went on a meat run with Smog. But oh, what's that? We're trailing away from the tribute farming. So after that, I pulled over to the Volcanic Island once more to search the tributes I could get here. Now all that was left were 2 more Sarko skins, the Megalodon teeth and the Therizino claws. So at the base, I cried up Mr. Magma, as he was probably my only somewhat good swimmer. I had to kill a few overgrown great whites. And once that was done, I traveled up the shore, potted him up. I then headed to the place of near death on Floppa, and I shotgunned 2 more crocodiles for their skin. I then headed home, tried up Catastrophe, and I traveled to Jotunheim. As oh boy, I could finally collect the final triplets here. Fairy claws. Now I could get back to more peaceful ordeals, as I had more eggs to check out, both from the OO stat and from the HP mutation. And after checking them out, I did something. I renamed all of my army dinos that would fight the Bjorn into the most active people in my Discord server. Yeah, that's good. So if you want to be in a video in the future, simply be active. That's literally it. Okay, day 82 and I got all of the army dinos to Jotunheim. And over to the 3rd Guardian's boss arena. Now whoa. This boss is hard, alright. See, I did do a bit of that testing. Seeing how strong Heidi and Skjöld were, well, I needed to see if it was even possible, and oh my lord am I happy I did this. Here, let me show you. Rexes, they do reduce total damage, and these allos, they couldn't even bleed. Now my shotgun, I could probably just chill on my bed and just shotgun him down, right? Well, no. As bullets, no matter the shotgun's quality, all get 90% damage reduction. So that's interesting. But now Gigas though, these big fellas could luckily do the full damage to it. But wow, yeah, Steinbjörn was still insane. So I thought about a little strategy. I would stand upon this ledge and let my Rexes tank all the damage while I, the sad little coward that I was, would stand here biting down at him. Oh wow, yeah, that's let's just get this over with. Stay here, hold the line, hold the line. The Allosaurs were the first to go. They did alright, but the Rexes were next. Come on, you got this, my beauty. Oh, all of the armies, they are dying. Oh, the plan is working. This is going pretty smooth, actually. Bro, Catman is just not attacking it. Catman's not feeling the vibe. And those were the last ones. Now it was just my race against Bjorn alone. And although I felt safe here, wow. Look, they're floating upwards and... very bad. Oh! Oh no! Oh, that plan actually worked. You good, sir? Die. We actually did it. The giant stone bear met his end of times. Though it was at the cost of most of my Discord members. Correction, all of my Discord members. After I took Vlad out of the pod, I headed home as I really did not wish to see this frigid place again. Though instead of freezing tundras, I took a bit of time off in the infernal magma. Though unluckily the loot wasn't the best. Day 84. Remember when I said a few days ago that we were entering a dreadful amount of hours filled with boring breeding? Well, now we could really get into the breeding stages of ARK. I spent basically the whole day at my base, breeding, fueling my forges with Mr. Magma, and crafting more ARB. I also looted the monkey cave once more, just so I could test my luck elsewhere, not with my terrible experience at breeding. And hey, you know, I wanted to get my mind off of eggs, so I wanted to complete the hardest cave of Fjordur. Artifact Cave of the Cunning. It wasn't just hard due to enemies, reaching up to level 600. But hey, this cave was also particularly confusing for me. And boy, oh boy, I spent a lot of time down there. But without regret. Except for this yellow drop. Few yellow drops actually. That was a fun cave. Most survivors would argue that difficult caves are not fun, but in my opinion, the better the difficulty, the more fun one can have. Poor old Shadow Cave of an aberration, barely surviving this like it gets. Well, I enjoy it! Anyways, it's now actually day 86 when I decided. Once home, I instantly repaired my broken armor, and I leveled up Chopster with murder. It was now in the point of time where I was starting to feel pretty confident I could actually defeat the dragon, and Fenrir Sulfur. I don't even know. Fenrir Sulfur? Something. All I needed were Therizinosaurs and more Rex mutations. And the saddles for the Horde. So yeah, stick to the end to see if I actually did it. Anyways, that day I got loads of fiber. Moved my metal from the forges and into the smithy to mass produce Rex saddles. On day 87 I was in the Crystal Caverns. So I first had to deal with some dangers, but then... wow, after that, yeah, not worth it. Just like the rest of the day was not worth it. It was just breeding, and more breeding! No, I did. Increased HP. Nice. Yeah, at least that's nice. But other than that, this just fueled me with frustration. So the rest of the day until the morning of day 89 were spent in Jotunheim. Just bring my dream to becoming a fairy hoarder to life. But I also made a note for the tribute for the beta dragon, and let's just... I realized I couldn't possibly fight it in these 100 days. Okay, maybe if I had just a bit more time. There were a lot of discouraging things. I needed to kill a Giganotosaurus, some Tusotusis, and Basilosaurus, and oh dear, I needed to fight the Fenrir duo, as I had a bug, which presumably is now patched. How the hell did Wildcard not get this right? Yeah, there were not enough days for that. Back home I returned to see all the requirements for Megatherium saddles. And I also saw the trough near empty. So I just went on a big meat run, all the way over to the dams to once more collect their makings. It couldn't evade me. And that was essentially the whole day. The following day I first fueled my forges with wood, and after that I did a small metal harvesting run below base. And hey, this is essentially why the elevator was made. I also looked through tons of eggs again. But yet again, no real luck. Same with the treasure cave. One pointless gear. Except for this. I also checked out the loot in the crystal cave. Yes. Alright, freaky man, calm down. It's just a piece of flag. Day 91 started with the usual on the menu. Eggs to be thrown off the side, and Ethereums to meet their fate in my jaws. I also got the final Rex saddles for my army. More breeding and more eggs. But this day though... yes! Yes! Yes, we got another mutation on HP. Yes! Yes, bloody hell yes. Finally! Oh, that took too long. I have been doing nothing but breeding and looting far too long. After that, I looted some more beaver dams and... wow! 210. Melee! We got melee! We got male melee! Yes! 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slot 6 is safe. Yeah, that just... Oh my good lord. It hurts to watch, doesn't it? I then looted once more, all comfortable and confident. And after that, I realized my errors. Day 92! Yeah, almost at the finish line. And at this point I just started collecting the bad eggs instead of throwing them away, as they would still help in the great leveling onslaught. I guess the game felt pity though, because I soon got a new male melee mutation. Thank you game. Thanks ARK gods. I then wanted to do the final metal for days run on here. So I cried out magma, set out floppa, and I wanted to travel there. But before though, oh my good lord. Oh my good lord. After that I harvested metal. Hey, look who finally gets shown into the spotlight again. Don't scroll! But don't feel too comfortable, scroll. At this point in time your worth is nothing more than to be my pack mule. On the road back home the night turned into the next day. Which is when I decided to hatch up my baby mutation. And hey, you know what? I'll go easy on you all and put a 93, right? Yeah, anyways, I'll put day 93 until the end of 99 together. As it was basically just boring breeding, which I can just squeeze it together. I decided to stop farming mutations, and I combined the 35 immediately with the 41 HP, and I started raising up Megatheriums with but a single HP mutation. I also got the motherload of Therium saddles, and a lot of ARB. I now had more than 1,000. I also went on a few meat runs, and I farmed the living hell out of red surface and various colored cave drops. After most of my dinos became rideable, I lined them all up facing toward the incubator, as I wanted to give each one of them 2 eggs to level up from them. I got the Megatheriums a total of 20k HP, rest melee, and the Rexes to 26k HP, rest melee. Except for my Ascendant Saddle Rexes, which got 5 eggs for levels to get 30k HP and the rest melee. Once everyone was just chill, I made it be even more chill by freeze healing them with Frosty the Snow Owl. There you have it. Those were the final preparations. Day 100! The end of times. I started the day off by getting everyone to their respective boss arenas. Then I got the tributes and artifacts. Oh, it was time for a boss rush. Whoa, that does a lot of damage. Holy. Tech gauntlets and the tech rifle. After defeating the monkey, I quickly cryoed up the Ascendant Rex, Army 1 and 2, and on Floppa's back I quickly headed over to the Brood Arena, as this would be the final battle. My whistle command! Oh shit! Oh yeah! Oh, we are literally chomping through all of this ARB. Run, run, run! Ah! Oh, 700 bullets left. Oh what? We are falling. Yes! 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 And there you have it, folks. Chopster the Andrew got the W. Now that was nice. If this video reaches the near impossible 3,000 likes and 350,000 views. Yeah, pretty demanding, eh? Then I will definitely do 200 days. Thank you for sitting through with me until the very end. This video, among others, has taken me an atrocious amount of time to make. So please, consider subscribing and sharing around. Check out my take on the full completion of one of the hardest maps, Aberration. And with that all said, goodbye for now.